Welcome back everybody. So guys, here in this class we're just learning some more things. We're just going to combine the props and the state into each other. So first of all, what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to make a detailed application. I'm going to use that. Actually, it will be a little long, but I'm going to use that for some reasons. That's why I'm just teaching you. The very first step will be the same as we did before for the states. So here, what I'm just going to do, opening the constructor component here, constructor parentheses, curly braces going inside the curly braces, and here super function parentheses, and here inside I'm just calling the props going down, and there I'm just going to call the props again, props, and there the same thing we did before, this dot state, okay, equal to curly braces going inside the curly braces, and header dot, sorry, no more dot because it's absolutely it's an object. So this is the header, the footer, or before the footer I'm just gonna put the content, and here it's the content. This is the content, okay, header and the content, and I just need to add the comma, another comma, and the footer. And you know what about it, this is the footer. Save it, and then just remove that line and just go down. Here I'm just gonna do a very basic thing. I'm removing that and just making it a state, and then here state again, and this one as this state again. You know, things are really simple to do. State again, save it. If you just go to the browser, you'll be seeing the same result because it's working fine, and we just apply the same old method, the state method, but I'm just gonna update it a little bit. I'm gonna design all them in a different classes. Okay, I'm gonna design them on a different classes. So here I'm just simply making another thing. If you remember the way header, the proofs way header, make the H capital header, and go there and just make this H as capital 2, and this C as capital 2, this F is capital 2, and I'm just going down and just making this a tag. But because of the capital H, you know that it's not a simple tag, okay? And then you know that we just need to put the data in a very simple common way by the attributes, and I'm just going to call the attributes as well. A little update here just required. I'm just making this H as small, this C as small, and this F as small. The reason, because this H is not coming from there. I'm just going to update a little bit. This area header or props header, okay, it's also a little changed. Props header equal to, and I'm just going to put the data here, the this dot state dot header. Now this header is actual result, this header is coming from there, okay, very simple. This header is coming from there, okay, but we are just telling that the value of the props header will be the state header, okay, and there I just added the header. That means I just need to make some classes for this header, and in the same way I'm duplicating and just making this the props content, okay, and just making this content, and that one is the footer, okay, this one will be the footer, and there absolutely just needed to be updated content, and there the footer, save it. And now what more is required, and now the footer part, I'm deleting all these things or just make them in reserve. So how I'm just going to do that, I'm just going to go there and I'm just going to make the first, I'm just making the ending comment sign, then I'll be making the starting one. There is a reason behind doing this, because if I just make the starting comment first, then it will cover the old text, then it will be really hard to understand where it's ending. So by the way, I'm just going out of this class, and here I'm just making a new class. And now what is the name? The name was header. What is the name of the tag? The tag name was header. Header and H was capital, so make the H capital. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same techniques. Extends React.component in its way, and just the curly braces, you know, the rule. And then here what I'm just gonna do more now, the runner, you know the rule, how it works, and then the parentheses and curly braces, and going inside the curly braces. And what I'm just gonna return in the runner, return, and the parentheses again this way. And then inside the parentheses, let's just make the put the semicolon and go inside the parentheses. And here the div one first, or as you know that this one was the main div, just cut that off and paste it here. But now here I'm not gonna use the state anymore, because absolutely it's not going to the state way. It's gonna go using the props header, and just save it out and just line break a little. Okay, cool. Now another class. Now the next one was if content extends React.component, curly braces, go inside the curly braces, runner, parentheses again, curly braces, and go inside the curly braces, return. Okay, awesome. The parentheses again, cover this up and go inside the curly braces and add the next thing here. Just cut that off and paste it. I'm gonna guide you the logic behind it. Okay, what I'm just doing for now. The class again, if it is gonna see the result in the browser, go to the browser, and now you can see that there is no result for now you're getting, but I'm just gonna guide you how it will work later on. Next class is footer extends React.component. Okay, going inside again and runner again, curly parentheses and curly braces, going inside it and return, parentheses and cover this up and going inside it, and here the div. Now I'm just gonna cut the last one and paste this here, and here I'm just putting something like props footer. Save it. Oh wow, actually this one should be the props footer too, but the content, oh sorry, not the crop footer but the props content. But there a little thing that, you know, we've used this content and this footer and this header there already. We've used that. Okay, so I'm not going to use that again. I'm just going to delete that. And if you remember the way to call the props, instead of the state we just need to type the props. Okay, this one is the way. Go to the browser, and yeah, we have some mistakes and we just need to sort that out first. Remove that one too, and go there, and the props dot, and then remove that too. I'm going to do the same things there, and then props dot. Now if I just go to the browser to check this out, still there is no result. So I just need to find out the problem. I just need to find out something I did wrong. So footer, I'm just gonna match the footer for now. Yeah, footer is matching. Content is matching there but not there. Okay, I'm just gonna add the T and save it out, and now going to the browser again, and now you can see that the result. This is a header, this is a content, and this is a footer. Okay, that's cool. So this one I can delete for now. Save it. Now you can see that it's working, it's showing. Wow. Oh, okay. Why the result here is able to be shown? Because now this area is not the simple HTML way. Here we can put the HTML things, okay, not there, because you can see that there I'm just using the classes only. Now you can see that it's normal for now. So now the logic behind it. First of all, we've made the simple application class, and there I just use the props, you know, the way of props to make it. Now we just use a state way inside the props, inside the constructor props, and here header, content, and footer in the object way. Okay, then we just rendered them, but here we just use the props method, header, props header, this dot state dot header. Okay, now I'm telling that whenever someone calls the props header, because you're just using the props way, so whenever someone calls the props header, then the result of state should be shown. And there I just told this dot state dot content, I'm just telling that props content, this should be shown when anyone calls the state props content. Then actually I'm just telling that there is a state, but when anyone calls the props, then it should be shown, not on any time, by the way. Then here later on we just made a class, and there we just call the props by using the props method. We just call the props header, props content. In a props header there is nothing in props header but this dot state dot header. Logic is pretty simple. You need to practice this out 3 or 4 times if you just don't understand, because absolutely it's a trick to understanding the combination or the gear system. Means this works for that, that works for that, like that. Whole React depends on these ways. Now here I just opened another application, app.js. Previously we just worked on it. This one was a stateless example. Okay, now the difference between the stateless example, you know that here we're using the same classes in this way, and we're just calling them here in a class way. But the problem is that here we just need to update this one or this one or this and mean the whole classes. Okay, but there we do not need to update the classes, only the content, which is actually at the very top, we just need to update, and it will be working by seconds. Like we just update this one, I just put small h there and save it. Now go to the browser, you can see that the result has been updated. However, it's showing props header. Okay, and props header has a state header, and the state header's content is there. That means it's a little short, looks longer, but just like the statelets, unlike the statelets, you just need to update the content from the props. Okay, so guys, we just need to update the states for this. In the next class we'll be learning more about these things to understand it more better way. Goodbye and stay tuned.